So what was the Big Bang, and how do we go from the Big Bang to the world that we know today?
Well, we don't know what happened at t equals 0, so we don't have laws of physics. But a little bit later, we do know, because we can measure our universe, and we can even measure remnant phenomena going back to maybe when the universe was a millionth of a second old. And the Big Bang was the fact that all of space was expanding and filled with a hot, dense soup of radiation and cooled down. And we can trace back evidence of the universe back to when it was 10 billion degrees, maybe 100 billion degrees, maybe 1 trillion degrees. That's like a millionth of a second after the Big Bang. And then we can make predictions based on the laws of physics, and we compare them with observations, and they all agree. Those predictions tell us that the Big Bang really happened. So the universe, our visible universe, was contained in a very, very small region. It's hard to, region smaller than the size of an atom. It's hard to imagine all of the energy in 100 billion galaxies, each containing 100 billion stars, in that kind of region. But in fact, there was even more energy, because a lot of it has dissipated as matter and energy have done work on the universe as it's expanded. So, but it wasn't from a single, it wasn't as if we all the space came from some single point that I could point to. Space was expanding everywhere. So there was no center of that. All of space was expanding, and everywhere has been expanding since. So there's no center of the Big Bang. Yeah, that's a hard thing for people to picture, but it is true nevertheless.
Everything from t+1 adds up. That makes sense to me. T equal to 0, maybe it's a point of singularity. We won't go there. But
we need new physics to discuss it. And I postulated what might have happened, and you know about the universe from nothing, but that's what might be plausible, but we don't have a theory yet.
Okay, let's go to it. Let's go to t-1. Let's go to.
Well, let me make it quite clear. T-1 might not exist. It's very important to realize that that space and time may have come into existence when the universe came into existence. There was no, in that case, there's no before. There's literally no before, and it changes what way we talk, because we usually think of cause and effect and everything else. But if space and time began when our universe began, there literally, at least in our universe, there was no before. Now, our universe could have arisen and been embedded in some other object, some space that was pre-existing maybe, but our universe, literally our space and time, didn't exist. And so as far as our universe is concerned, there was no T, more likely there was no before, just so you know, no P-1.